Trampoline.
Perfect timing for me to take this over to Hideout Festival in Croatia.
Do you know what? That'd be amazing. Please let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes down.
I'll send you a video of how people go crazy to that record.
Please.
Because they're going crazy on Twitter right now. It's
amazing.
Ridiculous.
Thank you so much, man. And another thing I really wanted to make sure I said as well, like, a massive thank you to the fans, man. A massive, massive thank you to the fans, man. Like I was saying to Jam earlier, no one really knows what it's like once you've brought out that first album and it exceeds all of your expectations. You know, like, so many things happened that, you know, we couldn't have even imagined at the start of it. So it's been an incredible journey so far. And just to be able to come back and just do it the second time round, even in the meantime, I had the opportunity to work with so many incredible people, the Calvin Harrises, the Ellie Goldings, the Labyrinths, the Rita Auroras, people who are doing so incredible right now. So thank you guys for sticking by me. Thank you for all your support. And I'm just happy to be back, man. So much more of this where it came from.
That is going to be news to so many of Team Tinie's ears, because we threw it out right at the start of the show. Who's got questions for Tinie? Send them in. Let's actually get beneath the surface.
Let's do it.
And the number one question seems to be, are you touring? When are you touring? When are you touring? Are you going to do live shows? When are you touring?
Yes, okay, so the first thing that we want to do that's pretty cool, we're doing a few secret performances at festivals. You know, as people may know, one thing I love is a good festival and a good crowd, but what we're trying to do is not announce where we're performing. We're just going to go out impromptu, guerrilla style, and just turn up. So if you guys stick very close to the Twitter, to the Instagram, I'll give the clues nearer the time. But we'll be at the festivals. We will be, definitely.
I love when you do these breadcrumb things, when you do the breadcrumb trails, like the Hansel and Gretel thing, like you did with the trainers, when you're giving the trainers away.
You have to. It's fun. I like to make it fun, you know.
You engage your fan base.
I try.
Shout outs to Awesome Girl Me 11S.
Wow, you sound very awesome.
If Tinie could compare himself to another artist, who would it be and why?
Wow. Do you know what? I think first album I would have probably been able to answer that one, like, you know, I would have been able to give you a million names. But I think now I'm just trying to concentrate on what I am. You know, I still feel like I'm at quite an infant stage as an artist, and I'm still learning and absorbing so many different things. So I'm just trying to carve out my own thing. So I would say, for now, nobody.
Nice. Why did you call the album Demonstration? That's from Ellen Calder.
That's a very, very good question. Well, like I was saying to you earlier, Jam, I was just basically thinking about where I was at, and I was just thinking about the scene in which I'd come from. Like I said, most of us decided we wanted to do this in the comfort of our bedrooms. You know, there isn't any real guideline or rule book of how to do this. And I just feel like where I'd experienced so much off the back of the first album, second time round, I wanted to do it even bigger and even better. But at the same time, I wanted to leave a sort of like manual of how to do it if you were trying to do music that I kind of do, or make music that I make from the genre that I'm in. This is the way I feel you should do it, where hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, we can make great British music that impacts more than Britain and goes around the whole world, you know. So just based on my experiences, that is the main reason why I call it Demonstration.
One from me. Why do you think that you've been able to resonate with such a worldwide audience?
That's a good question.
Quite a lot of UK MCs that have been trying, but they're not doing what you're doing.
Do you know what? I don't know. I don't know if there were, and that's why I've made this album. If there was a step-by-step instruction of how to do it, you know, I would more than happily love to write it down, or I'd love to read from people like Jay-Z and people like Kanye West about how to really do it. But I think the greatest indication of how people kind of do it, they leave through their music and they leave through their legacy. And I guess that's all I'm just trying to do as well, you know, for what I can.
What can you tell us about the album? Probably not that much.
Yeah, you know, Jam.
I know, yeah. But I'm choosing which questions.
Okay, no, you're choosing the good ones. I don't blame you, no.
Because there's a lot of people wanting to know, can you tell us who else you're working with on the album? Can you tell us any interesting stories?
I mean, the same way I've kind of like waited and really waited and took my time and sort of showing this to everybody, and it's great that we was able to do it together, Jam. I want to do that for the rest of the record. I'm just going to sprinkle it out sporadically, so just keep your eyes open.
Are there any future plans of you collaborating? You mentioned Jay-Z and Kanye. I know from, you know, people that have spoken to Jay-Z, he's fully aware of you and is a fan of what it is that you do. Des O'Leary wants to know.
That's amazing. To be quite honest with you, I consider myself as an artist of like the new generation, and I think in this generation of music that I'm in, collaborations are a very, very common thing. You know, where we live in an age where music is very, very fast, and sometimes it's even very disposable. People download it, people share it, people stream it. So people are constantly looking for new things. And I think the more and more you can make a song exciting, the better. And sometimes that is with the use of collaboration. So everybody who knows my music really well will know that I always collaborate, and I love it, and I will never stop doing it.
As a fan of music, there is a question that has been raging on Twitter for quite a while with all the hip hop fans. Born Sinner or Yeezus?
Oh, okay. All right. So, do you know what? If I was ever going to talk about this with anyone, I'll talk about it with you. Can I first begin by saying I'm a huge fan of both artists? You know, J. Cole.
Stop being diplomatic. Just give us the feel.
No. He was on my tour. I love him. Yeah. And Kanye, I've been the biggest Kanye fan forever. I would say Born Sinner to me is a better album for hip hop. But see, this is where it gets complicated. It's a better hip-hop album.
Yeah.
But I think what Kanye is trying to do for hip-hop and how far he's trying to push it, because at the end of the day, he's a very, very successful, you know, musician, and he's transcended so many boundaries, you know, that your average rapper hasn't. So I just think when you get to your 6th album, what do? Do you just make another College Dropout? Do you make another Late Registration? Or do you, based on all your experiences, how far you've traveled across the world, all the amazing venues you've played in and artists you've worked with, do you try and just push the boundary a little bit? And I really, really respect Kanye for doing that. So I'd say Yeezus is a piece of work that I will always listen to, but for the minute, Born Sinner is a better hip-hop album to me.
It's resonating.
Yeah.
I hear that.
J. Cole did wonderful, man. He's done great.
He smacked it.
Yeah, he smacked it.
There's quite a lot of questions coming in with reference to your previous lyrics, such as... Toby Smith wants to know, do you still keep clothes at your aunt's house? Have you got a wardrobe?
I've moved on. It's been 3 years. I've had several wardrobes in those 3 years, actually. So yeah, that is no longer a problem. No. But thank you for the concern. I think nice.
I think seeing the amount of people that have brought out the questions, he's not going to tell you what he would risk for a chocolate biscuit. He has been to Scunthorpe now.
I haven't.
Haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Well, then
that's the only thing. I haven't.
Do you wanna? Is it going to be?
Do you want to?
It's going to be an anticlimax now, isn't it?
I know. I've been to Hull, which is pretty close.
It's close.
Yeah.
Some may say you've already done Scunthorpe.
Exactly.
You've already done it. And the final question, because this person has literally changed their Twitter name to Demonstration.
Wow, that's love. Thank you very much.
And their avatar is a picture of the screen with the red.
Yes.
Across the artwork. How many pairs of kicks have you got?
Wow, that's a good question.
I've got 155.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I have that much. No, seriously, I don't know if I have that much. At the minute, I'm just trying to keep it to what... You know, sometimes when you keep a lot of trainers, you don't end up wearing a lot of them. Yeah. And all the collectors you should definitely keep and save, but I'm trying to keep it very minimal as to what I would wear every day in the week. So not as much as you'd think. Probably in comparison to that, quite an embarrassing amount. Yeah, we'll just play around the sort of 40 mark.
40 odd.
Yeah, 40 odd mark. 50 mark of really good trainers, clean, premium trainers.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Well, Tinie, it's been an honour.
It's been amazing.
It's been a privilege. Thank you for coming back and bringing the record.
Absolute pleasure. I feel great to be here as well. It's great. Right back where we started.
Definitely. And you know what? I've said it so many times, and you as an artist, no matter how far you've gone, have never forgotten that us here at One Extra, we were playing you before people didn't know who you were.
Of course, and I see you everywhere, so you're always reminding me if I ever did try and forget.
I do.
You're always over my shoulder, Tinie, don't forget, man.
However, I do believe that if we don't see you for a while, I truly understand, because...
It's that time.
You've gone clear.
Amen. Fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. If everybody out there likes it, please go and support, share it, let the world know, man. Trampoline. We are here. Demonstration. Disturbing London. Let's go.